Howdy guys, this is Ziant from Top Tier Tactics, and welcome! Welcome to my very first commentary. Not the first time I've ever done. I've done a lot, you just haven't seen them because I'm a coward. And I thought I'd start this one out with how I take out a tank. I heard this called janking, or something of that nature. I'm doing this in one take, so screw it. But one of the things I always do is I try to be unpredictable, so he doesn't know exactly where I'm coming from. And he was stupid. One of them should have gotten out and gone hunting for me while the other one stayed in there. Or gotten out and repaired. There's nothing I can do if an engineer is constantly repairing and I can't shoot him from another side. So, and there's my first death. It's one of 2 deaths you'll see in this video. I think I have 5 or 6 total. I've cut out most of them. So if you recognize the gameplay, you should. This is my Tips for Clips Game 2 gameplay, and I put it in here because, hey, I shoot down a chopper with an unguided rocket. Who doesn't love that? So I'll announce when the Tips for Clips parts come, but if you like, you know, stay around. So here's my second tank. Yeah, juking. That's what I was looking for. He's juking us. I'm trying to juke this guy, and look, thankfully, for him at least, he gets out. Leaves the tank unguarded, and I get the free points. He doesn't get away, don't worry. I think, well, the driver got out, so I might as well go check. Where are you? Ah, there he is. Alright, so I apologize for the Scar gameplay. It's a little overpowered, I know. I also put this game up first because, well, yes, I took down a chopper with a rocket, but because this is some really good objective gameplay in a game where the objective is nice to look at, essentially. So, and also because we come back to win this game, we're down by something like 40 tickets at one point, and I like to think, I got the ace pin, but I like to think I helped at least a little bit going from flag to flag. I mostly went from A to B, back and forth. My teammates weren't doing a whole lot, and as you can see, we're about to be triple capped. Here I am just looking around, looking at the sun, scaring my teammate. I thought that was funny. Thankfully, my other teammates thought it was not a good thing for them to go and try to take, I think it's C, the screen's a little small. No, it's A. Here comes Tips for Clip part number 1. If you have watched those videos, I will link them in the description below, so please do. So don't stand in the street and don't throw fail nades. But with this, I thought it prudent to begin my career with full released game from the first series I did, with some pretty good gameplay. The music, if you recognize, is the first 3 songs you hear when Tips for Clip is going on. Oh, here's the useless death from the sniper. He gets really, really mad. But again, he spawns in, goes prone, shoots me in the face, gets killed. Hey, it happens. I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to deploy a parachute. Like, I can't. It's just parachutes and me do not get along. I press the space bar because this little space thing comes up and says, nope, sorry, no parachute for you. Last bullet. So, I'm going back to A here. I know we have B, and I know we're going to lose it. I know that as soon as I get to A, that light's going to start flashing, we're going to be done. And I'm going to do some bunny hopping. The mantling's not going to work, and I'm going to come in here, start taking A, come up here where they usually start to camp, and watch that middle blue square. It's going to start in about 10 seconds or so. I'm also a compulsive score checker because I care about my stats. Tee-hee. So, sitting here looking for, alright, and there it goes. We've lost B, and I'm just trying to get A back. Teammates are being a little less than useless. We got a sniper, as you can see, far behind in the back of our spawn, thinking, oh, I'm going to get my KD up. So, that's always helpful. Oh, and shooting teammates, yeah, that's pro right there. If you're a real pro, you'll shoot teammates. They will thank you for it. So, what I like about Battlefield especially, one of the many things, is that you can reload while sprinting. And that it looks funny too. So, okay, here it comes. This is my favorite part of the whole clip. See the chopper? I thought to myself, there's no way I'm going to get this, but I may as well give it a shot. So here goes this. Take the shot! Did I get it? Did I get it? Oh my god. Ah, yes! And I thought I killed the pilot, actually, but I road killed a guy running along on the ground. Or the pilot jumped out and road killed himself. So, sucks to be that guy. I think this is tip part 2. Yeah, and the music works for that as well. I think I have them in order. Here's our flanking friend who is sprinting around corners. Please don't do that. It's a recipe for bullets to your face, which are delicious, or so I've been told. Lucky Headshot and GTFO. So, now that we've sort of got the gameplay out of the way, now that we're 5 minutes in, I think I'll tell you a little bit about myself, since this is my first commentary, and I'll probably never talk about myself again. I'm a college student, work for Top Tier Tactics, make videos occasionally. I'm very lazy, and they should have gone up, let's see, check my watch, Monday. But I am a lazy and picky bastard about how my commentaries go. I have maybe 3 or 4 commentaries I did in the beta, none of which saw the light of day, simply because I didn't like them. They didn't do it for me, and so I didn't see a point in uploading them if I didn't like them. So if I don't enjoy them, you probably won't either. So now we've got B and A, and I see that we're losing A, so I got, oh, you know, gosh darn it. I might as well go back to A and see what I can do about that. So I'm running a little bit back. You see a lot of running, and that's one of the things the Call of Duty guys don't like, that I think is kind of nice about Battlefield, is that you can run. I mean, you can just look, you can run 30 seconds, just run from objective to objective, and enjoy the frickin' scenery. Because the game is so damn pretty. And if your friendly neighborhood engineer is erecting a dispenser, taking out tanks, give him a hand. But ask for a dispenser anyway, just because you're a troll. So, back at A, and we're losing B. This is what happens. But my teammates have taken C, and I'm trying to go for this chopper, and you can't win them all. And I know I'm rambling. I apologize. It's my first commentary, and I will get better. Hopefully. If not, come back in 6 months and laugh at me. Please, I would love for you to laugh at me. It would just make me the happiest guy ever. So, back to me. I'm on a horse. Back to me. I'll be going to grad school next year. Thanksgiving break is coming up, so I'll probably have some more videos up then. I have been playing games since I was 6, and my first game was Super Mario 64. Please, you do the math. Here is Tips for Clips Part 3. That game was awesome. I was terrified of the first boss. I was a wussy. My next major game, I think, I stayed on the N64 primarily for a while. I picked up a PS1 for whatever reason, and went into Blockbuster when it was still, you know, useful and alive, and saw Final Fantasy VII and said, it looks interesting, but yeah, I don't think I'll like it. Eventually, I bit the bullet and picked up the damn thing, and I fell in love with it. I can still go back today and play that game, and I know how to do. Here's my feeling with the tank. I can still go back to that game today, play it exactly the way I've played it for, oh god, what is it, 1997 was that game came out. I picked it in 98. What, 13 years? I've been playing the game for 13 years. I know exactly how I play the game every single time, and I don't get tired of it. I don't care that it's not the best Final Fantasy. In my opinion, I think 6 or maybe 9. People are gonna hate me for saying anything is the best Final Fantasy, but it was my first, and so there's the nostalgia factor there. After Final Fantasy, I stuck to RPGs mostly. After that, mostly Square Enix RPGs. Played Chrono Trigger, of course, 8, 9, 10. I didn't play 12. I played the first 15 hours of 13, hated it. I'm being told by friends that I should probably go back and finish it. And I want to play 13 too, because I'm a whore. I play Call of Duty. You know, I bought the new Call of Duty. Get at me. I admit that. But FPSs have become my new sort of addiction. I'm going to be picking up Skyrim either tomorrow, which will be today when you're watching this, or sometime in the holidays when it goes on sale on Steam. So, this game's winding down. We win. As you can see, we're going to triple cap them because they so kindly lent me one of their tanks. I'm a horrible tank driver, and you will probably not see much vehicle gameplay from me at all because I don't really care for it. It's boring for me unless I'm, in a jet doing, loop-de-loops, but tank whoring takes too long for me, and I would much rather be running around on my feet or, in a Jeep running people over. But here's one last attempt at a chopper takedown. 1 out of 3 really isn't bad considering the bullet drop and rocket drop in this game is a lot more than it was in Bad Company 2. And I'm not complaining. I love Bad Company 2, and I'm not going to be one that says, I wish this were Bad Company 2 or blah, blah, blah. No, I mean, this is a very different game. It's catering to a different clientele. But that's a story for another commentary, probably my next one, or the one after that, or never. I don't know. We'll see how things pan out. I might have some Skyrim commentaries. We'll see. And here is why the team was losing. He's being a little useful because he's on B and he's running a nice spawn point. But that said, unfortunately I don't get this guy. The game ends right as I'm about to go, take his face off. But that's it for me. See you guys next time.